Hello, YouTube. My name is Cassie, and I have COVID-19. So I just wanted to make a video without live streaming. Usually I live stream because I'm a live streamer and I like to interact with people. But today I need to talk about some things alone, if that makes sense. And I don't know if I'm even going to upload this video or if I'm going to put it up or whatever. I just have like literally no one to talk to right now. And so you guys get the wrath of my thoughts. Yay. So, if you guys have been keeping up with my live streams and the updates of my life and stuff like that, um, recently my priest of my church that I've been knowing for over a year has been paying for my extended stay hotel. He's been paying for it for about 6 weeks. And he also told me that like it took like all of his income last month, which makes me wonder like how is he paying his own bills? And I'm gonna get emotional throughout this video. And like how is he affording food, And so he, like, God bless him, he found me like these three ladies to work with, to find me like, since me and Cuddles aren't accepted in any shelters, safe houses, or rehabs in Colorado, he's like, well, maybe we can get you out of state in a trafficked program. Like, the poor guy is trying everything that he can to help me, because a year ago he tried to get me into like a woman's home in Colorado, but they didn't accept Cuddles, so I couldn't get in, and it was just this whole thing. So there's so much I want to tell you guys, but there's so much that I don't even understand, like what is fully going on with me and my life. So I believe in God, and I know this is probably going to make a lot of people click off. No, I'm not going to preach to you. No, I'm not going to give you scriptures. No, I'm not going to do any of that. That's my own personal journey, and your journey is your journey. And because what might be working for me or not working for me doesn't mean that that's going to be the same result for you if you believe or don't believe in God. I choose to believe in God. So, with that being said, I know that God, excuse me, sorry, I'm just super emotional. I know that God has a purpose and a plan for my life. And like these programs for trafficked women are supposed to like help you integrate back into society, which is exactly what I need. And like I'm a camp model, and like I'm kind of sick of it. Like we don't get a retirement plan, and now that I'm getting older, I'm like thinking of that type of stuff. Like, but I'm also the type of person that's like, I don't want to live on grid. I don't want to work for the government. I don't want, this is going to piss a lot of people off, especially like people that are political, but like, this is why I say I'm lost. This is going to be the title of the video. Like, I'm lost. And I'm just a girl trying to figure it out one day at a time. Like I said, Father Jason, God bless him. He's been, praying for me and paying for my hotel. And, lots of programs have turned me down because I'm on Suboxone. Although I'm 11 years sober, and most of these trafficked women are like on hard drugs, so that doesn't make any sense to me. And then like we got connected. So Father Jason had called the safe housing projects on my behalf and was like, what's going on? Like, why haven't we heard anything? And it's been a few weeks and stuff like that. And so this lady called me from the safe housing projects, and she was like, yeah, and she's just like super rude with me. Go watch my other lives if you want to hear what she had to say. I'm not going to repeat it. So, she was super rude with me, super short with me. She called me one time and then she emailed me not even a minute later, like, I'm done. I closed out your case and all this shit. Don't trafficked women not have phones? So why are you going to block somebody that needs help when they don't have a phone? Typically, normally, usually. And I don't have a phone right now. So, like, I'm sorry. Don't you work with trafficked women? Like, weird. Anyway, so after that, I basically, and this is where I need to tell Father Jason I have been lying to him. So if you're watching this, I'm really sorry. But he was telling me that I wasn't trying hard enough. She was telling him that I wasn't answering her calls. And then the ladies that did call that he knows, like in person, I wouldn't answer their calls because I'm like, this lady's rude, so these ladies are going to be rude. Like, everybody is yelling at me, like, get it together, like with pitchforks. Like, what the hell? Like, bro, I can't miss a phone call and you just close my case. So in my other live streams, I've talked about how government workers, they get paid a salary. All right, I grew up in foster care. I know this shit. They get a salary, so it doesn't matter if they get me housing or not. They still get paid the same. So most of them, not all of them, do not like to do their job. I've experienced this as a kid. My caseworker, when I first ended up in foster care, she literally dropped me off at my foster home in the middle of the night, and my foster parents weren't even there. Just like, bye, good luck, at fucking 14 years old. So, yeah, these people don't give a fuck how they do their job. Tell me I'm wrong. I don't care. I know I'm right. Because I've dealt with, like I said, most of them are like this, not all of them. So, everybody's yelling at me, get it together. Why aren't you answering the call? Blah, 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 blah. So then I end up suicidal. I'm like, okay, I'm trying. I've been trying for 3 weeks. This lady calls me one time, then she blocks me. Like, what the fuck? Closes my case. Why would you do that? Why would you call me and then a minute later close my case? You obviously don't want to help me. And then all of the places that like we applied to over the phone together, over the hour phone interview, at first it was like, there are no places. And then like she found 5 places or 10 whatever, we applied to them, and then she would like email me like, none of them are going to accept cuddles, or none of them are going to accept you because you're on Suboxone. Like, and I'm closing your case. Like when she calls, she's like, I tried to call, you didn't answer, I'm closing your case, here's a bunch of links. That's not doing your job, lady. You don't call me one time. She said 4 times in a row within 1 minute. Like, that doesn't mean you've been trying to get in touch. Keep in mind too, this is 3 days after I initially talked to her. So anyway, this woman sent me into a freaking spiral to where I was suicidal, and I just wanted to give up. And like I felt like, you know what? I'm reaching out for help and I'm not getting it. So I must not be worthy or worth it, right? Like, let me just go back to my old life and how it is and all this shit. And so I ended up like getting some mental help, and getting better as much as I can be. And I talked to my psychiatrist, and, he cleared up some things for me and made me feel better about some shit. Also, I have ADHD, and I refuse to take the medication because he said it's an appetite suppressant. It's called Vyvanse, and I'm on 10 milligrams, but and it's the lowest dose. It's like what they give babies, but the next day, if I don't take it, I'll have a headache, like a severe hangover. Not like a drunk hangover, but like the headache and feeling extremely weak. And then I have a hole in my heart. So I asked a doctor one time, does it affect the hole in my heart? And he said, not until you have cardiac arrest. So not until I die, doctor. Okay, noted. So when I'm dead, I'll let you know. Just kidding. Anyway, so yeah, now I'm just at a point in time in my life where I'm trying to eat healthier. I'm getting off of the Suboxone. I'm currently on a half a strip and then 3/4 of a strip every other day. But what's fucked up is some days will be harder than others, and to curb the withdrawals and the cravings, you have to take more. So lately I've been taking a little bit more, which kind of defeats the purpose if you want to wean off. But I am going to my rehab about a week late. So, I mean, that's good progress. At least I'm taking less than what I'm usually used to taking. Progress takes time. I'm trying to be patient with myself. So that's another thing. Today, I didn't know if I was going to end up homeless in the snow, on the streets, raped, robbed, back with my abusive ex-boyfriend, trafficked. It's scary being a woman on the streets. And Father Jason had texted me, did you make it out to the state you were supposed to go to and the program you were supposed to get into? Sorry, I have a horrible headache. And I was just no, I didn't make it because I have COVID. And I immediately was he's going to be so mad. Because literally he didn't make any money last month because he had to pay for my hotel and my mistakes. So I didn't contact him yesterday when my rent was due. Instead, I went online and I tried camming, which is what I'm trying to stop doing. And Father Jason tells me not to do it. And my dad does too, because they say God can't work where there's evil, which makes sense to me as a recovering addict, because you can't bring a drug addict to rehab that is on drugs, right? So if someone is looking for God or looking to do better spiritually, you can't do that if you're stealing and sinning, if you're cheating and this and that and the lying, conniving, whatever. If you know what I'm saying. So I'm torn and I'm stuck in this place, in this space in my head, and spiritually, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally, I am not in the same place. I'm a fucking wreck because mentally, I want to make that 6 figures a year. You know what I'm saying? Over 100 grand a year. And that doesn't include gifts from guys online and stuff like that. So, but this is the thing. I'm spiritual, so we believe you shouldn't put money before God, and that's what I'm doing. If I choose not to do what he wants me to do, right? So I feel I should do what Father Jason is telling me to do, but I also feel it is the wrong type of help that we're looking for me. Yes, okay, they take your phone. But I feel like it's a cult, okay? They take your phone. It's for trafficked women, so I get it. They don't want the traffickers to know your location, and then Stockholm syndrome, you might call your abuser and tell them where you're at, have them come pick you up. They might shoot the place up. I get it, okay? So it might sound weird to most people, but like they take your phone and all of your electronics. But what's weird to me is that I'm on food stamps, so they're going to transfer your benefits, and then you have to buy everyone else's food. You have to attend breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and buy everybody's food, and also attend breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Wait a minute. What if I don't eat breakfast? What if I work out in the morning and I don't want to eat fucking pancakes because might throw that up? Like, what if that's too heavy? What if I just want like a couple strawberries or a couple blueberries or some yogurt with blueberries and some granola? So I'm trying to like incorporate healthy things into my diet. So why do I need to eat what everyone else is eating? And why do I need to eat when everyone else is eating? So she told me like they will teach you how to do everything all over again, like how to cook. And she's like, you might say that you already know how to cook. Well, we'll teach you how to do it our way. How do you scramble eggs? Because I know I scramble them. How do you scramble them? I mean, how do you scramble eggs? Aren't they just scrambled? So they're going to teach me how to scramble eggs their way? Like they scramble eggs a different type of way? Am I missing some? Is there a different type of way to scramble eggs? I'm just saying, like, okay, I'm Hispanic, in case you guys didn't know. My grandmother's from Nicaragua, Managua, and my grandfather's from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? Anyway, so, yeah. I've been knowing how to cook and clean since I was like walking, because in the Spanish culture, they teach you how to do all of this stuff like the grandmother usually does. That way you can get like your great great grandmother's recipes, and in that way you are eligible for a husband. You know what I'm saying? Like back in those days, they used to have to fight for their husbands. Like, oh my God, look at me. I can do it all for you, honey. You know what I mean? Like, that was the vibe back then. So that's how I was raised. So my grandmother used to always teach me, like, if you can't cook, clean, and fuck your man, he's going to go somewhere else. Argue with me in the comments. I know it's true. So, anyway, with all of that being said, I, just don't. I don't. How do you cook scrambled eggs differently? It just doesn't make any sense. I'm trying to make it make sense and it doesn't. So if I don't want to learn how to like scramble eggs their way, are they going to kick me out the program? I got a lot of questions. And so there's another thing. She's like, oh, we're going to teach you how to work a dishwasher. The extended stay hotel that I was staying in had a dishwasher, and it was literally running when she said this. So I'm like, can we skip that phase? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know how to work a dishwasher. I could prove it right now, and then just some other things. Like I said, go watch my lives if you really want to get a whole in-depth, like, hour fucking story about what I went through, what these people told me and all that. So a lot of things don't ring right with me, and a lot of things, like this lady cutting me off and making me suicidal to the point where like I don't care anymore and I don't want to live, when I've come so far from that a year ago. She sent me back to that within like one day. So, and Father Jason was like, well, why let these people affect you and this and that? It's your future. Well, she closed the fucking case. I can't work with somebody that doesn't want to work with me. And then Father Jason wasn't listening to me. So he wasn't believing like what was going on. And I'm sure he felt extremely pressured to get me into one of these places because it's taking all of his money, which is completely understandable. Um, so that's pretty much the update. Like, I don't know. Now I'm stuck in this place, this space where I don't know what to do. I don't know. Is going to one of these houses where they take your phone, integrate you back into society, teach you how to get a job, but they take 50% of your money. And the lady said, well, some places they want you to save all your money and you'll have 10 grand when you leave. Ma'am, it's literally a 2-year program. I guess that's how much people make on minimum wage. I don't know. But anyway, I just don't see myself walking out of that place in a year and a half with 10 grand. Like, that's a lie to get into a cult. Like, I just don't understand. So I don't understand the harsh treatment. I called you 4 times in a row. Not 4 times. You called me 4 times in a row. If I'm not going to answer the first time, I'm not going to answer the second time, third time, or fourth time. We used to always say this growing up because I'm from New Orleans. So, like, with our accent, we'd be like, boo, if I ain't going to answer the first time, I ain't going to answer the second time, third time, fourth time, fifth time, sixth time, seventh time, eighth, ninth, 10th time. And it's true because it means like I'm obviously in the shower, taking a shit, wiping my ass, or doing something to where I cannot reach my phone. I'm like, she's acting like I'm deliberately like not taking her calls or working with her within 2 days. Give me more of an opportunity. But of course, they don't want to do their job, and most of them want to just collect a paycheck. Anyway, this shit has really been stressing me out to the point where I'm on Klonopin, 2 milligrams twice a day, and I've been running out early, like a day early, unless I have like a ton of medical marijuana. Like, this is not mentally, emotionally, or spiritually healthy for me. So everything in my fiber is telling me to not go into these programs. First of all, it don't sound right. Second of all, she closed my case before I could even respond to anything. And she told me that most of the places didn't accept me because of Suboxone or Cuddles or some other excuse. So she didn't have to look further into it. By the way, she said I didn't get into one of these places, and my dad called the place, and they were like, no, we never told her that Cassandra wasn't allowed. But who is this lady? And he's like, well, let me call her boss. Come to find out, women have gone missing and gone dead on her watch because she has simply, like, done this type of shit. Like, just, blase, blase, I tried to get in touch with you. You didn't want to get in touch with me. Bye. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Like I said, most of these trafficked women don't have phones. I'm not even trafficked, and I don't have a phone. Want to know why? Because my abusive ex-boyfriend has it. He took it, and he won't give it back. He got himself a new phone, so he probably sold mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Help these girls if that's your job. So now, I don't even want to enter a safe house program, but then I'm like, is taking my phone away from me. Like, social media is not really doing anything for me. No offense, YouTube. I love using YouTube as a hobby, as like a diary or something like of that nature. It's just, things are so freaking hard. Like, I don't know what to do anymore or how or like I legit don't know what to do. I have literally laid in this bed for the past month not knowing what to do with my life or myself or anything for that matter. Like, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to go anywhere. I don't even want to shower. Like, you see how much of a mess I am? Like, I don't even want to shower. I don't even care. Like, so do I need to go into one of these programs to freaking get it together? Do I need to disappear for like a year and a half and go get my mental health and spirituality in one place, you know, and my mind? Like, I don't know what to do. And I especially don't know what to do because this lady closed my case. And I'm really sorry if you're watching this, Father Jason, but I lied to him because everybody was like breathing down my neck. What are you going to do? Why are you not answering the phone? Oh my God, now the case is closed. And so I just gave up on going into any type of freaking program, which has made me more depressed because now I feel like a failure. And I feel like I failed the one person that's been helping me the most and has spent literally their whole income last month on my month's rent. So, like, I told Father Jason today, like, I feel really bad. I want to go back to camming. Like, I don't like the fact that you're having to pay for everything and I'm lying to him on top of it. Like, I don't know what to do. If I tell him that I gave up on getting into the program, then he's gonna stop helping me. So my plan, and I know this is fucked up, I'm sorry, God, but my plan is to, like, I guess keep camming and keep trying to survive and see if I make it. And if I don't, then maybe try again. I can't have this guy paying for my rent anymore. Like, it's really getting to me. I can't do it. You know, I couldn't even afford my hotel, and it's only $400 a week, but I couldn't even afford it. And this guy has paid for it for 6 weeks. Like, it's just not okay with me. It's not okay with me. And then, like, this is the other thing. The hotel where I'm at is really nice. It's got a full-size kitchen. It's got a fridge. It's got 2 stove burner tops. It came with appliances. Like, it has a dishwasher. It's really fucking nice here. It's in a nice conservative town. There's no crime here. There's no homeless people, stuff like that. It's real quiet, like you barely hear anything. And it's like an hour away from, not an hour, but like a 30-minute ride away from Denver. If you take public transit, it's like an hour away. So it's like close by the foothills and the mountains, and I love it. I actually love it. And then after 30 days of staying in a hotel, you don't have to pay taxes anymore. In the state of Colorado, I don't know if that's in other states, but after 30 days, you no longer have to pay state taxes. So my room is literally $55 a night. It was $45, but since like the season is kicking back in because we're a tourist state, so summertime is like when everybody visits Colorado, so that's when the prices go up. So it will go up like the most 55, but that's like without cash. Before that, I was paying 86 plus tax. So like $96 just for one night. So I'm literally paying half. And and if you guys want to see a tour of my room, that's on one of my last live streams. I honestly need to do a video of just like a tour of the room. I'll do it one day. But yeah, for now, like my life is just like still in purgatory, like it's still in limbo. I don't know if I'm going to hell, which is the streets, or if I am going into a program which is going to save my life. So, the one way you guys will know if I don't ever post on YouTube again, then that means I went into the program. Because, like I said, they take all your electronics and there's a blackout phase. Apparently, they do give it back to you at some point, but I don't know. So, yeah, if you guys don't hear from me, then you know that I tried to get back into one of these programs. Nothing is off the table. It's just extremely hard to get into one of these programs, especially with cuddles and being on Suboxone, because like when you first get there, you don't have your insurance. They got to transfer all that shit. It takes 3 months. So, I don't know. Maybe my life does need to be scheduled out. Like you wake up at 8 a.m., you shower at 9. Like look at me, I'm a fucking mess. I don't know. I don't know. Should I go to one of these places and literally like purge my life and like let these people take control over my life and let them like remold me and help me? Because like I said, it's a house full of women, like 10 women, and it's a program for about a year and a half or two. So you get to live there for free. They help you integrate back into society and all that. So I don't know what to do. And I know it sounds so stupid, but it's like I don't know what to do because they're not working with me. And I'm under all this pressure to get there and do this and blah, 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 blah. And I literally spent a month of my life eating, living, and breathing this shit. Like the first lady I was working with for 3 weeks, she didn't do anything. All she did was send me a bunch of application links. That was it. So I literally would have to fill out the application online. Then they would call you and go through the questions again, like even getting sexually assaulted. Was it investigated? Did the person go to jail? Did you go to court? Did you testify? Like they want to know everything. And so you have to relive the application and all that trauma. And then they want to go into more depth detail about you, and then they decide if they want you to stay or not. It is literally mentally, emotionally, and spiritually and physically exhausting. Like I had worked 1 week so hard on these applications by myself that I slept for the whole weekend. Like I went to sleep on a Friday night at 6 and I woke up on Sunday at 6 and I was like, what day is it? Like it's not really healthy for me mentally. I mean, I'm ended up in the mental ward last week. Like obviously it's not healthy for me to keep going down this path. And they talk about signs from God and stuff like that. Is this a sign from God that I shouldn't be joining what sounds like a cult? Or are they genuinely trying to help me? Like, me and Father Jason were literally in the lobby, like screaming at each other. And he's like, they are trying to help you. And I'm like, no, they're not. You just don't get it. You don't understand. You're not on my end of the stick. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm going to do for now is pray and hope for the best, wish for the best. Please wish me the best and pray for me if you do believe in God. And one thing Father Jason said to me today that really resonated with me is he said, don't hang out with people that don't love God, or something to that effect. It wasn't those exact words. I'm probably getting it wrong. But yeah, something to that effect. And so he's absolutely right. Like, he's right. He's right on some levels, but like on the other levels, he doesn't want to listen. And that's where we butt heads. I wonder what sign he is. I wonder like what astrological sign he is. And maybe that's why we're butting heads on some things. But anyway, I love all of you guys. Thank you for being on this journey with me. And regardless what I decide to do, I hope that you guys can love me unconditionally, because my family has literally deserted me and given up on me, and has basically told me I'm worthless and not fixable. And there's supposedly a family curse on my family, like from my mom generations down. Like everybody, my great grandmother Tita Colota, she apparently was into black magic and voodoo, and she put a curse on my mom. Like, I don't know what kind of curse, but that her and every generation after her would have the worst of luck in life. I could do everything right, and something always goes wrong. I swear. Like, if a police officer was giving me a DUI, and I don't drink, like, very seldomly, and he were to say, like, walk in a straight line or whatever, I'd be the one stumbling all over the place and fail the freaking test, just because. Just because I have that type of luck. So I don't know whether it's a generational curse or if it's me. I know it's not me, because I clearly worked on getting into one of these programs only to be shut down after 4 attempts of a phone call, although I was on the toilet, like on my period, lady. So anyway, and I couldn't get to my phone. She closed my case. What am I supposed to do? So I don't know. I just don't feel like this is the best option for me. But who knows? This will be a scheduled post, because, like I said, I don't know if I will be in the program for a year and a half and not able to talk to you guys after this video, or if I won't be in the program. But you guys will find out soon enough. Sorry, my nose itches. But yeah, that's like pretty much all I have to say. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video and this little snippet of my life and just everything that I'm going through. Maybe I'll give you guys an update. I don't edit my videos. Sorry. Not sorry. Press the fast forward button if you don't like how slow I talk, because I'm a stoner. Press that fast forward button. But I'm just kidding with you guys. Yeah, so I'm going to get some rest. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I hope that you guys are doing good, and I hope that people in your life are treating you right. And just know that if someone is not treating you right, and if you feel in your instincts or your gut that like something is not right, follow your intuition. Your intuition is usually always right. If you were raised with good morals and good standards about society and about yourself and all that stuff, then you should have no problem with that. So I wish you guys all the best and much success in this life. Look at this hair. It's getting so long. My hair is getting so... Look at this. Oh my gosh. What are we going to do with you? Look at it's kind of beautiful though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna do this in my thumbnail. Alright. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. Only kindness on this channel. I review every comment, and it will be deleted, and you will be blocked from ever being able to comment if it's mean. I am trying to turn my life to God and have more godly people on my channel. But like, if you don't believe in God, that's fine too. I said that wrong. I take it back. I'm sorry. What I meant was I'm trying to incorporate more people that are faith believers into my life. So if you are a faith believer, please comment down below and let me know. I'm trying to what is the internet for? Let's make it good use to connect with the people that we want to connect with, right? So yeah, if you want to email me, my email is down below. If you want to help out, my Cash App, PayPal, all of that is down below. I'm in control of everything, and I appreciate all of you that do. If you want to help, you don't have to, but if you want to help, that it's severely appreciated, and I do reach out to the people that do help me. I had this one guy that sent me some money, and I reached out to him and I thanked him. And, he did it anonymously. He did reach out to me and let me know that that was him. So I thanked him, and then he helped me out again. And then I thanked him again. And, a couple more people helped me out too that have been following me since day one. And I'm not looking for handouts. I'm certainly not. I need to get my shit together. Not money, although money solves most of our problems because life, but yeah, I don't believe that money is the solution to everything. So yeah, if you help me, thank you. If not, I'm not gonna hold it against everybody. Like I said, money isn't everything. I would rather connect with you guys and know my friends. You guys are my friends, not my fans, but whatever. Anyway, I don't want to be famous. I used to be famous when I was a stripper on Bourbon Street, and it freaking sucked. I couldn't go anywhere to even get to go food without 30 people being across the street Cassandra, we got some drugs, let's go party. Trying to hop back into my Uber, getting my food to go. Can't even do that. Can't even arrive at the airport in New Orleans without somebody knowing me. This cop paid for my flight back to Colorado one time because he knew who I was. Anyway, I'm really famous in Louisiana, and fame does not mean fortune. Okay, you guys? Fame does not mean fortune. Just because you're famous does not mean you have a lot of money. Trust me, maybe it is like that these days, but yeah, it wasn't like that. Maybe it's just a stripper thing. I don't know. Anyway, I don't even know what I'm rambling on about. I love you guys. Please be good to each other. Be good to yourself first, because you can't fill someone else's cup if your cup is empty. And let's see, I'm going to give you guys a quote of the day to inspire you guys. So let's look up a quote of the day, shall we? Just real quick. Oh, my phone's off. Let's see if we can get this done. Here we go. Tell me an inspiring quote for today.
According to Goodreads, you are braver than you think, more talented than you know, and capable of more than you imagine. Live the life of your dreams. Be brave enough to live the life of your dreams according to your vision and purpose instead of the expectations and opinions of others.
This is the preface of the video, you know what I'm saying? Or a good conclusion to the video. Believe in yourself. You're braver than you think, more talented than you know, and capable of more than you imagine. I love that. Live the life of your dreams. Be brave enough to live the life of your dreams according to your vision and purpose instead of the expectations and the opinions of others. Yes, cool Google Queen. That's right. That's exactly what my mind is telling me. Don't do what everyone else is trying to pressure you into doing. Do what's good, what you feel is good for your soul. And although camming isn't really necessarily good for the soul. Like maybe I can find other outlets that where I could, like woosah from that type of stuff. Like, that was a good way to end the video. Like, tell me my iPad's not listening to me. It's like, this bitch wants an inspiring quote. We got one for her already. We heard her making her YouTube video. Thank you, Google Queen. Anyway, all you YouTube kings and queens, thank you so much for watching. And if you watched until the end, um, put a little heart emoji down below to tell me how much you love me. How are the kids doing it these days? Like a fucking gang sign? I can't do it. I love you. Bye.